Herring is a small, schooling fish commonly found in coastal waters and estuaries. They are common in the temperate and cold waters of the North Atlantic, North Sea and Baltic Sea. Herring is known for its high nutritional value, being rich in omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin D and protein. Herring is often processed into dishes such as salted, smoked, or canned fish. Herring is an average of 20 to 38 centimeters in length. Has silvery scales and lives in large schools. Their main food is plankton and smaller fish. The fecundity of herring is very high, and they often lay millions of eggs at a time. This is also one of the reasons why herring resources can be exploited for a long time without causing major impacts on the population. Indian mackerel is one of the important fish species in the Indian and Pacific Oceans, especially in the coastal areas of India, Thailand, Indonesia and Malaysia. This is a fish of high economic value and is widely consumed in the region. Indian mackerel is larger than herring, averaging about 30 to 45 centimeters. In length. They have a flat body, silver scales, and a high dorsal fin. Mackerel often migrate seasonally, which makes it easy for fishermen to determine when and where to catch them. They are predatory fish, feeding mainly on small fish and squid. Indian mackerel plays an important role in the fisheries of many Southeast Asian and Indian Ocean countries. This fish is often consumed fresh, salted, or processed into canned products. How to catch hundreds of tons of fish with trawls on modern ships. Trawling is a popular fishing method, used mainly on large and modern fishing vessels. This method is often used to catch bottom and mid-water fish. A trawl is a large, open-mouthed net that is dragged along the seabed or in the water column. As the vessel moves, the net follows and sweeps through areas where there are schools of fish. Modern fishing vessels are often equipped with advanced sonar and radar systems to detect schools of fish. Increasing fishing efficiency. A modern fishing vessel can pull in tons of fish in one haul. Larger vessels may have an automated conveyor system to transfer the fish from the net to the holding tank, minimizing the effort of the workers. Although trawling is highly productive, it also poses a risk of harming marine ecosystems, especially when trawling over coral reefs or soft bottoms. Therefore, it is important to closely manage fishing areas and use advanced technologies to minimize impacts. Purse seine fishing for small fish by American fishermen. Purse seine is another popular fishing method, often used to catch small fish that live in schools, such as herring, tuna, and other pelagic species. American fishermen use large purse seine nets on modern vessels to catch fish efficiently on an industrial scale. Purse seine nets work by encircling an entire school of fish with a large net. Once a school of fish is located, the net is lowered to enclose them, and then ropes tied to the bottom of the net are pulled back, creating a large bag that holds all the fish inside. This method is especially effective for fish that live in schools and move close to the surface. Large American fishing vessels are often equipped with modern technology such as GPS, radar, and underwater camera systems to monitor the catch and ensure sustainable fishing. In the United States, the fisheries industry is heavily regulated by agencies such as the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, to ensure that fish stocks are harvested sustainably. Regulations on net sizes, catch areas, and fishing seasons are established to protect fish stocks and marine ecosystems. Herring and Indian mackerel are two important species in the global fisheries economy. Trawling and purse seining are the two main techniques that help fishermen exploit fish stocks effectively. However, sustainable management and protection of marine ecosystems are essential to ensure that fish stocks are maintained over the long term. This is a summary of the content you requested. If you would like to expand or go into a specific section, I am happy to help you develop it further. The previous section provided an overview of herring, Indian mackerel, and the common trawling and purse seining fishing methods. Next, we will delve into specific aspects, including details of biology, economic role, as well as advanced fishing techniques and technologies of modern fishermen. This section will expand further to achieve your goals. Herring is one of the most common schooling fish in cold and temperate seas. It belongs to the family Clupeidae, are highly adaptable and widely distributed in the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. The schooling nature of herring makes them easy targets for mass fishing. Herring are highly reproductive, with each female laying thousands to millions of eggs at a time. Herring eggs usually float on the water surface or attach to surfaces such as seaweed, where they develop into larvae after a few days. The larvae then develop into juveniles and begin life in the school. The spawning season for herring usually takes place in spring and summer, depending on the sea area. Due to their high reproductive capacity, herring supplies can be maintained in fishing areas with proper management. Herring often travel in large schools, which can number in the millions. Moving in schools helps them avoid natural enemies such as larger fish and other predators. At the same time, schools of herring are easily detected and exploited by fishermen using radar and sonar technology. Herring is distributed in the North Atlantic, from the Labrador and Newfoundland seas of Canada down to the New York seas of the United States. They are also present in dense areas of northern Europe such as the North Sea, the Baltic Sea and the seas around Norway. Indian mackerel is one of the most economically important fish species in the fisheries of the coastal countries of the Indian Ocean and the Western Pacific. Mackerel is consumed both in the domestic market and widely exported internationally. Mackerel meat is rich in protein, low in fat, and contains a lot of omega-3, which is an essential source of nutrition for humans. The annual catch of Indian mackerel often reaches hundreds of thousands of tons. Countries such as India, Thailand, Indonesia and Malaysia are the leading countries in the exploitation and export of mackerel. A large portion of Indian mackerel production is exported to countries such as Japan, Korea, China and European countries, where there is a high demand for seafood. Mackerel is usually preserved by freezing immediately after catching, to keep the fish fresh during long-distance transportation. In addition, mackerel is also processed into value-added products such as smoked, salted and canned fish, creating a stable source of income for exporting countries. The Indian mackerel fishing industry provides employment to millions of fishermen and related industries, including transportation, processing and retail. Coastal communities, in particular, depend heavily on fishing for their livelihoods and economic development. Trawling is one of the popular industrial fishing techniques, often used to catch bottom-dwelling or mid-water fish species. Modern trawlers are equipped with many advanced technologies to optimize catch. There are two main types of trawls, bottom trawls and mid-water trawls. Bottom trawls are designed to drag along the seabed, catching fish such as cod, halibut and shrimp. Mid-water trawls, on the other hand, are used to catch fish such as mackerel and herring, which swim in the middle of the water. Column. One of the major technological advances in the fishing industry has been the introduction of sonar and radar systems, which have made it easier for fishermen to detect schools of fish. Sonar scans and locates schools of fish underwater, while radar helps monitor changes in weather and nautical conditions. While trawling can produce a high catch, it can also be harmful to the seabed ecosystem. Dragging a trawl across coral reefs or the seabed can damage the habitats of many species. As a result, the fishing industry has implemented a number of environmental protection measures, including restricting fishing in sensitive areas and developing environmentally friendly fishing gear. American fishermen's purse seining method for catching small fish. Purse seining is another fishing method, mainly used to catch fish that live near the surface of the water, such as tuna, herring, and sardines. American fishermen use purse seine nets in the waters off the western and eastern coasts of the United States, where large schools of fish often congregate. Purse seining works by enclosing a net around a school of fish, then tightening the mouth of the net at the bottom to capture the entire school. This process requires close coordination between crew members, along with the support of surveillance technology such as drones or underwater camera systems, to ensure sustainable fishing. Modern American fishing vessels use advanced technology to identify target schools of fish without harming unwanted species. system radar, sonar, and video cameras help track fish stocks and fishing in real time. The United States has a very strict marine resource management system, with regulations on net sizes, fishing areas, and seasons. This is to protect fish species during their spawning season, while also ensuring that the fishery is sustainable without depleting natural resources. This is an expanded section on the methods of catching herring, Indian mackerel, and technological advances in the U.S. fishery. If you need any sections expanded or a specific topic to be covered in more detail, let me know.